And welcome. English. English.
Good morning, fellas. Welcome to the podcast of the SCP
15 first second and it's already fucked.
Welcome to SCP Enomalise podcast. You have compromised sensitive and classified information belonging to the SCP Foundation. You are now considered a high-value target of Mobile Task Force and will be pursued for interrogations. Further interactions with these findings will result in severe consequences. You have been warned.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first episode of Reading SCP Documents. We will read 3 to 4 different type of documents and we're gonna react genuinely depending on what it is about. We're gonna discuss, we're gonna rate these SCPs, and I will be your host for today.
I'm going to fake my reaction.
The one you are hearing is one of my lovely co-hosts, my executive podcast senior, Ola.
Hello.
We also have Omer with us.
Yeah.
That's your cue, Omer. You're supposed to say hello. I am Omer, whatever. We also have Philip with us.
Hello, people.
How are you guys doing so far?
I am good. How are you, my friend?
That's the worst small talk I've ever heard.
Bro, I'm great. I'm in a funny mood today.
This is very natural.
You're in a funny mood. What kind of funny mood are from 1 to 2?
I hope you selected some... I truly hope so you selected some funny SCPs.
The funny part comes from us because the SCPs are all serious, as you know already. In case you guys don't know, Ola is probably the most experienced when it comes to SCPs, and I think Philip would be the least.
And I don't know shit.
Philip is probably the least experienced with SCPs. Have you? What kind of relation do you guys have when it comes to SCPs? Ola, you can start.
So basically, in school, when I didn't want to do work, we had school laptops, and I had a bookmark of the SCP. Site, and I started reading from 001, and I think I stopped somewhere about 400 something.
Damn, those are rookie numbers, bro. Only 400 SCPs.
Yeah.
Philip, what experience do you have with SCPs? Or the SCP Foundation?
Yeah, like back in the day when it was maybe not new, but when it was at its peak in popularity, when I was basically a kid, like 12 or what the fuck it could be. I watched some YouTube videos. Didn't read a lot on the internet, but mostly like YouTube videos, like creepypasta, that kind of era. But I've not read or watched anything for years, and I barely remember anything, if I'm gonna be honest. But I always...
You don't recognize any of the SCPs? Is there any SCP that just sticks out to you, maybe?
I know about the peanut guy that kills you if you watch away.
Oh my god, step bro, I shit the floor.
Yeah, the peanut guy. And then Jack, or what the fuck his name is, the one that teleports from the floor.
Jack.
That's
God
pretty
damn
much it. And the dog.
Well, as you guys can tell, when I say the least experienced, this is what I mean. So that leaves Omer. What's your experience with the SCP Foundation?
Well, in my time they were called. No, just kidding. No, I mean.
Speak normal.
And Ula, shut the fuck up. I mean, I don't know. I always fascinated with if they are actually real or not. Like, if it actually is possible, to see, even to experience or to read about it. It feels interesting, and it feels really like want to find out more about them, because it's just interesting, nothing special that I have about it so far. But I'm starting also as Philip, don't have a lot of experience, just watching a little bit of YouTube, and of course I've seen SCP-1048 and stuff, basic SCPs, nothing scary or too creepy, but I'm looking forward to come into it much more deeply and find out more about them.
Did you play any of the games?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I played into the back rooms.
Well,
No, that's not
it's
SCP.
Yeah, I think it's just
That's
started
not
with one of the,
SCP
like
though.
it started as a SCP, the back rooms. I think it was called. I'm not really sure about that. We'll see when we get to it. There's a lot of SCPs to go through. It's like at least 5,000 of them, and
7,000.
yeah. For the listener's sake, I'm just gonna explain what SCPs are. The SCP Foundation is basically a quote unquote not a real organization, but like more of a sci-fi organization that is supposed to secure, contain, and protect different kinds of anomalies, which could be anything from something that's biological, a location, an item, you name it. It could be any kind of anomaly that's just out of this existence. And they
It could
see
be a guy,
these,
like
it
Joe
could be a guy.
Schmo.
So these SCPs are deemed to be harmful for humankind. Therefore, there is a certain kind of organization that's going to take care of these anomalies, and they call themselves SCP Foundation. They secure, they contain, and they protect them. And there are different types of SCPs. They are usually classified as either safe, Euclid, or Keter. I don't know how it's really pronounced.
I've heard both.
Yeah,
I've heard
me
both.
too. I've heard Keter more often, so I'm gonna say Keter. If there are any questions that just appears out of nowhere, guys, you can just ask whenever you want, and we'll try to answer it as best as we can. I have 3 different kind of SCPs that I'm going to read through. I'm just going to ask one of you guys, Omer, choose between 1, 2, and 3.
I'm gonna choose 1.
You choose 1 because I'm the only one. Okay, sorry about that. So I got the article. You guys don't know, either you do or you don't know what it is. I'm gonna read through it, and there are some parts that we can somehow roleplay if we want. There are certain documents, interviews that we can just take turns and see if we want to read through them. That gives a little bit more context to different SCPs. So I'm gonna be starting with the SCP-087. Also known as the stairwell. Item: SCP-087. Object class: Euclid. Special containment procedures: SCP-087 is located on the campus of... The doorway leading to SCP-087 is constructed of reinforced steel with an electro-release lock mechanism. It's been disguised to resemble a janitorial closet consistent with the design of the building. The lock mechanism on the doorknob will not release unless volts are applied in conjunction with counterclockwise rotation of the key. The inside of the door is lined with 6 centimeters of industrial foam padding. Due to the results of the final exploration, see document 087-14, no personnel are permitted access to SCP-087. Are any of you guys familiar with the stairwell?
Yeah, the only thing I gotta say is OG PewDiePie viewers will know when he played this game. That's the first time I've ever came in contact with this SCP.
Any comments, Omer? Do you know what it is?
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't recognize it?
It is stair going down.
Yeah, Infinite. Yeah, actually, I've seen it in a movie. It was really cool. I mean, they made also like a SCP episode by a movie version. I think around 2007. I can't remember the date, but it was really cool. And they made also like they went into like Area 51, and it was a stair leading down Infinite, and they couldn't find the ending of it. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't really read that much about it. I've just seen it in movies and stuff.
There are certain spin-off games as well.
It's not like a never-ending staircase is that original, so you could have just been like a thing in the movie and not really related to the SCP universe.
It could
because
be.
In the do you want to continue to read or?
I can continue to read. Yeah. Description: SCP-087 is an unlit platform staircase. Stairs descend on a 38-degree angle for 13 steps before reaching a semicircular platform of approximately 3 meters in diameter. Descent direction rotates 180 degrees at each platform. The design of SCP-087 limits subjects to visual range of approximately 1.5 flights. A light source is required for any subjects exploring 087, as there are no lighting fixtures or windows present. Lighting sources brighter than 75 watts have shown to be ineffective, as 087 seems to absorb excess light. Subjects' report and audio recordings confirm the distressed vocalizations from what is presumed to be a child between the ages of and. The source of the distress calls is estimated to be located approximately 200 meters below the initial platform. However, any attempts to descend the staircase have failed to bring subjects closer to the source. The depth of descent calculated from Exploration 4, the longest exploration, is shown to be far beyond both the possible structure of both the building and the geological surroundings. At this time, it is unknown if SCP-087 has an endpoint. SCP-087 has undergone 4 video-recorded explorations by Class D personnel. Each subject conducting an exploration has encountered SCP-087-1, which appears as a face with no visible pupils, nostrils, or mouth. The nature of 087-1 is entirely unclear, but it has been determined that it's not the source of the pleading. Subjects exhibit feeling of intense paranoia and fear when faced with 087-1, but it's undetermined whether said feelings are abnormal or simply natural reactions. Addendum. Over a period of 2 weeks following Exploration 4, several members of the staff and student from campus reported knocking at a variable rate of 1 to 2 seconds per knock coming from the interior of SCP-087. The door leading to 087 has been fitted with 6 centimeters thick industrial padding. All reports of knocking have ceased. Authorized personnel may refer to documents 087-1 through 087-4 for transcripts of explorations 1 through 4. So that is the entire SCP of itself. There are 3 different documents, 3 different explorations, and the 4th one, as it says here in the document, is expunged, which means it has been completely deleted by the Foundation. Redacted, for those of you that don't know, means that it's just been, censored by the Foundation.
Classified, kind of.
It's classified info. So whether it's and blank is just it's not there. So you will hear me sometimes say blank, redacted, or data expunged, which means that the data doesn't exist there anymore.
I just want to say that the document 087-4 is my exploration into the stairwell. I just put on a blindfold and earmuffs, and I just walked down. It wasn't really that hard. So they deleted it because at the bottom it's just it's a piece of cheese. Not even good cheese.
That's what you think?
No, that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So do you have your recordings with you, saved on your computer?
I don't think you dare to look at his computer, bro.
Do not, I repeat, do not look at his computer. We will get arrested.
It went a little bit like this.
Ooh, piece of cheese.
I recall that the
oh no, sorry. And then it went a little bit like, no, I gotta run.
That was when you saw the face.
When you saw Shrek.
So what do you guys think about this SCP so far?
I mean, it's classic boy.
Do you know?
Classic.
Do you know what this reminds me? Because if you can see on the picture, it's a of course, stairwell, and then a face. It reminds me of Scary Movie, that little Chinese kid that looks out, and then he says, he doesn't say any Japanese words or Chinese, he says fucking car parts. He's like,
Bro,
Toshima, Nagasaki.
You racist as hell, cause he's Japanese.
Man, Chinese, Japanese, one of the nieces, okay?
Is that what actually happened? Like, this is the guy from the Scary
The
Movie?
Japanese boy in that stairway is just a victim of Oppenheimer.
If you look close into the child's eyes, you will see actually the Oppenheimer expansion.
So, Philip, what do you think about this SCP?
I think it's yeah. If I'm gonna be honest, quite mundane. What do you say? But,
I mean, if I sorry, Philip, I just said this. If I want to step into a dark ass stairway, I can do it in my own house by closing down the lights. I'm just saying, and just hire a Chinese kid to look up at me. I mean,
And then sell your car
You can
parts.
just go back to the top and go down again, and it's technically endless. You know, until your bones collapse.
or why don't you just do like the Frenchman and then invent the stairway that goes up and down at the same way? So basically, you go infinite.
As above, so below.
yeah, that's a great movie.
So, Omer, you're probably the one that hasn't. I don't know if you say you're familiar with this.
I mean, I'm kind of familiar with it. Like, I'm familiar
With
in
the
that
stairway.
sense. Yeah, no. But actually, yeah. I mean, like in the movie that I watched, exact like that. I mean, it is pretty creepy and interesting because you know the feeling you get once you get in, like even if it's a dark hallway or something like that. It is still creepy and intuitive, like just looking at it and knowing that it could be something there, just so a little bit, shivers. So yeah.
Shiver me timbers.
I myself have I've played one of the spin-off games when it comes to this, and there are different kind of atmospheres. Most of them try to keep the never-ending staircase
Yeah,
thing.
bro, how?
Some
It's
of-
legit just the stair going down. How can you have different? How can you have different atmospheres?
Some of these games have expanded it a little bit more, that there are different kind of platforms when you get to a certain level, and they're all randomized. So one time you're gonna go maybe just 20 floors, and you reach certain, like, there are even like machinery, like generators or like idle machinery that
And
just
where is the platform where you have as Omer said, the Chinese kid screaming Japanese brands to you?
Since I think it's a little bit different. There-
Wait a minute, are they different Chinese people?
Since he's Chinese, he's pretty fast as well, so he can just appear like behind you out of nowhere.
Bruh. I mean, we all seen Nagasaki, okay, and Hiroshima. I don't think we have to say more than that, okay?
Yeah, they're completely.
I mean, hey,
different,
come on,
Asians.
guys. Come on. We have seen Oppenheimer. They couldn't skip that shit, okay? Come on.
They're fast, but not fast enough, bro.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer,
That's
unfortunately.
a
I can't
great movie. You should really watch it at the cinema, though.
At the cinema,
I'm gonna go watch the
now.
Barbie Girl movie.
I want to see that as well.
I've heard some really bad reviews and critics. It's
About
it's
what?
It's doing very well. Like, it's selling a lot. Like, it's just printing money. But it's just
Wait, which the Barbie or the Oppenheimer?
Barbie.
Barbie Girl.
The Barbie. I mean,
let's say Barbie girl. That's fine.
I know it's not your cup of tea, Omer.
well, of course. I mean,
Of course it's not. It's all pink.
No, I'm not saying that.
Is
Continue.
Barbie an SCP?
I'm gonna bring out a certain document of the first exploration. Exploration 1. Class D personnel D8432 is a 43-year-old Caucasian male.
Yeah,
Is that-
Caucasian.
So he's
Caucasian is like,
white.
yeah, I think he's white. Male of average build and appearance and unremarkable psychological.
Damn!
That was my son.
Hey, do you have the Chinese kid in the background?
Wait, is that a Chinese guy?
I would like to introduce you to SCP-1.
Wait, bro, you can't show that on camera. That's illegal.
The destroyer of worlds.
He's the one that you found in the Base.
The footage is gonna be exposed.
Oh, bruh. Oh no.
Caucasian male of average build and appearance and unremarkable psychological background. Class D designation is a result of demotion due to mishandling SCP. D8432 is equipped with a 75-watt flood lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours, a handheld camcorder fitted with a transmission stream, and an audio headset for communications with Dr. at control. D843 steps through doorway onto initial platform. Despite the wattage, the flood lamp only illuminates the first 9 steps. The second platform is not visible. So here there's a certain communication between the Class D personnel and Dr. Blank. I'm gonna put it in the chat there, and which one of you guys would like to...
I wanna be the D-class boy.
You wanna be the D-class. Do any of you guys wanna read the doctors?
Sure.
Dr. Blank?
Yeah, sure.
Omar can do it, right? And I will read anything that's in between. So at this point, yeah, the second platform is not even visible.
It's fucking dark.
The doctor. Is your blood
Third person.
No, get it? I'm supposed to say it. I'm fucking doctor. And I'm supposed to.
Can you operate on my eyes? Because it's too dark.
The good doctor.
The doctor. No, I'm just kidding. But
right.
wait.
This
The
is-
blind.
I'm a
Wait.
surgeon.
I am a.
No, we've already concluded that you are the doctor, so you don't have to say it.
I am a doctor,
Yeah.
Dr. Han.
Objection, Bjornian. No, alright.
Alright, let's
I know.
take 2.
But,
Let's try again.
Yeah, wait, listen. Okay, wait. The doctor part, that's blank space. So that's like my name, right? And I don't say anything, I just start, is your flood lamp...
Yeah,
yada, yada,
you
yada.
read. You read like a normal person.
This is the
Exactly, alright.
type of competence that we people have.
No, that this guy has.
Bro, that's called IQ above 10, okay.
Alright, let's try again. Ola, you can start.
Take 2, action.
It's fucking dark.
Is your flood lamp functioning properly?
D8432 shines the light out the door and into the academic building's hallway. The light reaches significantly further.
Yeah, it's working. It just won't light these stairs all the way down.
Thank you. Please continue.
D8432 descends for 13 steps before reaching the second platform. The platform is in the shape of a semicircular with the apparently concrete surface and walls. There are no distinct markings, aside from nondescript patches of dust, dirt, or wear consistent with that which is found in a typical concrete stairwell. 8432 rotates 180 degrees to begin descent down the second flight, then pauses.
Reason for stopping?
You hear that? There's a fucking kid down there. Sounds like one.
None of the described audio is feeding through the camera or mic at this time.
Could you please describe the sound?
It's young. Either female or a very young boy. It's crying and sobbing and saying, "Please, help, please." Yeah, it's keep repeating that and crying.
Can you estimate its distance from your current location?
Fuck, I don't know, maybe 200 meters down?
Please continue down the next flight.
The subject descends another 13 steps. As he reaches the landing, audio of the child as described, is picked up. The child alternates between sobbing, wailing, and the words, "Please, help," and down here. The level of audio is consistent with 8432's report of being approximately 200 meters below.
Can you still hear the crying?
Yeah.
Where?
And of course,
Plot twist: Philip is the kid downstairs.
no, and then we didn't realize it was Ola all along. Yeah, help, homeless.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew this shit would work. Come on, push some more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
go on.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
wait, I can't breathe. Wait.
It's actually you who needs
Just
to
continue, just
I know, it's me. Okay, you said we'll continue from there. We're picking up as well. Please continue down. Don't stop if you notice any changes in the audio or environment.
The subject descends another 3 flights of stairs before stopping.
Do I keep going?
Please.
8432 continues another 17 flights, total of 22 flights, before stopping. There are no visual changes in the environment, and each flight has been a consistent 13 steps.
I'm not getting any fucking closer to the kid.
Stereo audio confirms that the crying noise has not increased in volume and remains approximately 200 meters below the subject.
Noted. Please continue.
The subject continues another 28 flights before stopping, 50 flights total. 8432 is standing on the 51st landing, counting the initial ground level landing. 8432 is estimated to be 200 meters below initial platform. 34 minutes have elapsed. The volume of the crying child has not increased.
I feel a little uneasy.
You've spent a long time in the dark. Unknown stairwell. It's natural. Please continue.
The subject hesitates before stepping down on the next stair. As the subject moves forward, the flood lamp illuminates a face located approximately at the bottom of the flight, SCP-087-1. It appears to be the same size and shape as a human head, except it is lacking a mouth, nostrils, and pupils. The face is completely motionless, but is making direct eye contact, indicating its awareness of D8432.
Fuck! What the fuck is that? Shit, holy fucking, what the fuck?
Can you please describe what you see?
It's some sort of fucking person face thing, and it's fucking looking right at me. Fuck, it's looking right at me.
Is it moving?
No, it's just staring at me. Fuck, it's creepy.
Please approach and further illuminate the entity.
No, fuck, no, I don't wanna fucking...
The face jerks forward about 50 centimeters directly towards D8432.
Fuck.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Nej men det var fan skitbra. Nej, det var fan, jag var inbillade mig alla
English!
Shut up, let the man cook.
8432 enters a panic state and rapidly ascends SCP-087. 8432 reaches the ground floor in 18 minutes, at which time he collapses and passes out. There is no sign of SCP-087-1. Review of the footage indicates an equal number of flights and steps ascending as descending. Audio of the crying and pleading remain at the same volume until the last flight, at which point it ceases. Medical reports indicate collapse was a result of rapid ascension of the stairs, causing fatigue. So that's the entire document there.
Boy should have just had a blindfold and like a pair of headphones or
No,
something.
hell no. Because
Wait, but I was just thinking about this. I mean, he did have a light with him, right? He didn't have like a flashlight or something.
He had some kind of flood lamp with 75 watts of power, and it still didn't, as the text described before, it seems like the SCP absorbs extra light. So even though he had like a 70 watt flood lamp, which are I think they're pretty powerful.
Very bright.
He still couldn't see past the second platform when he was seeing. Like he could only see 9 steps forward.
But surely these Stonies going down these stairs and shit like that needs to have fucking Glocks on them. And things like that. Like, why didn't he just shoot the kid?
Because he
didn't find no kid.
That's the first exploration. There are 2 more explorations that we can read about. You guys want to keep reading the same?
No, let's switch it up. I think Philip should read some.
Me?
Philip should read some.
Yeah.
I can be a doctor at the next case.
So the second exploration.
I can be the voice in between, and Benham can be doctor.
Yeah, I can be the doctor. Exploration 2, 9035 is a 28-year-old African-American male of strong build.
Yeah.
Psychological background indicates no abnormalities except an extreme hatred for women. Subject has an extensive record of 9035 is equipped with a 100-watt flood lamp with battery power capable of lasting 24 hours.
An upgrade.
A handheld camera recorder fitted with a transmission stream and an audio headset for communication with Dr. at control. D9035 is also equipped with a backpack containing 100 small LED lights with adhesive backs and battery lives of approximately 3 weeks.
Sheesh.
Lights turn on and off by compressing them. 9035 shines the flood lamp down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond the 9th step.
You want me to go down there, Doc?
Please shine your flood lamp outside of the SCP-087 to verify it's functioning properly.
Please don't do that voice.
Okay, now
I'm
listen,
gonna
guys,
continue
guys,
with this voice.
Guys, let him choose his own voice. It's fine. I mean, come on. Let him.
You got something against Australian accent? What's wrong with you?
That was not Australian, bro. That was Arabian trying to be English at best, bro. That was like me going to Simpsons and ordering at the store, bro.
All the kangaroos stopped listening. And I was supposed to be the explaining voice, right?
Oh my god,
Because
yeah,
you
you're right.
You took my gerb.
I took your
Again.
jam,
Okay.
Okay, take 2 on document 87 to exploration 2.
D9035 shines the flood lamp down the first flight of stairs. Despite the extra wattage, the light does not illuminate beyond the 9th step.
Oh, so we're going from the start again.
Yeah.
You can start from the top.
Alright. You want me to go down there, Doc?
Wait, sorry. You gotta take it one more time. Bro, you mumble rapped. Okay, come on, stop that. Come on, you got
Bro, what? I'm talking like an African American.
this. Nah, come on, one more time. You got this.
You want me to go down there, Doc?
Please shine your flood lamp outside of SCP-087 to verify it's functioning properly.
D9035 shines the light into the hallway. Comparison with the footage from Exploration 1 confirms it is indeed brighter.
Thank you. Please continue to the first landing.
Hey, Doc, I know what you said and all, but I don't think I want to go down there.
Please continue to the first landing.
Doc, look,
As per our earlier conversation, please continue to the first landing.
D-Neural... Wow.
He died! Oh no, he died!
9035. I fucked it up, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. D9035 pauses for 18 seconds, then descends 13 steps to the first landing and then stops.
is that a kid?
Please remove one of the adhesive lights and affix it to the wall on the landing.
Doc, you hear that? Is that a kid down there?
That's unconfirmed. Please affix an adhesive light to the wall and verify its functions.
D9035 hesitates, then removes one of the lights from his backpack and adheres it to the wall. Now this is Benan's fault for not showing us what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, that's been all.
Or it's just you just can't read.
Nah, it's you.
English, not my first language. D9035 hesitates, then removes one of the lights from his backpack and adheres it to the wall. He presses on the light and turns it on.
Please turn off your flood lamp.
D9035 hesitates again before turning off the lamp. The LED light illuminates the landing, but does not extend beyond the first step either way.
Thank you. You may turn your flood lamp back on. Please continue to descend. At each landing, affix an LED light to the wall and turn it on. If you notice anything unusual, please report it.
9035 turns the flood lamp back on, then descends the next flight of stairs. As he sets foot on the landing, the audio picks up sounds of pleading and crying, consistent with those of the first exploration.
Can you still hear the previously reported audio?
Yeah, she sounds about 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to get her? Look, Doc. I don't do kids. Good with kids.
Well, that's a good thing.
We
That's
got
a
him,
good
ladies and gentlemen! We got him! Oh my god!
9035, that's a very good thing. He might hate... listen guys. He hates women, but he doesn't f*** kids. Thank God.
He doesn't do kids.
Could you imagine it if it was both?
I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna leave that in.
God, the fucking oh my god, that was can't breathe. Oh my god, that was you kids senator rapist.
Philip, you wanna try again?
Oh.
Now we roll with
No,
roll with the punches.
no,
Roll with the
bro.
punches.
If you mean those punches in prison, then yeah, but no, hell no.
You have a chance to correct yourself.
Oh my god, no, take it back. Come on, read it again.
Oh yeah, she sounds about 150, maybe 200 meters down. Am I supposed to get her? Look, Doc, I don't do good with kids.
Please place the light and continue down until you notice anything unusual.
The subject adheres the light onto the wall and turns it on, then continues on to the next landing. He adheres the third LED light to the wall and turns it on. 9035 continues in this manner for the next 25 flights before stopping.
I don't think I'm getting any closer to the kid, Doc.
How far below would you estimate the source of the sound to be?
Same as before, 150 to 200 meters down.
Thank you. Please proceed.
9035 continues in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At the 51st landing, he stops. Footage shows an arched gouge. Oh, no, I honestly don't know that. Arched gouge? Is that...
Arched gouge, yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
Take two.
Shut up! 9035 continues in the same fashion for the next 24 flights. At the 51st landing, he stops. Footage shows an arched gouge in the concrete wall, estimated to be approximately 50 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide. The first step down from the landing appears to be completely smashed into rubble.
You see that?
Yes. Can you please describe what you see?
It looks like something slashed at the wall. And the step over here is all crumbled up and stuff. The slash marks looks really smooth.
9035 touches the gouge mark.
Yeah, it's smooth. Feels like glass.
Thank you. Please continue down.
Look, Doc, I think I've gone far enough.
Please continue as per our agreement.
I don't want to be doing this, agreement or not.
D9035 steps over the destroyed step and continues down the staircase. Nothing is notable at the next landing. 9035 adheres an LED light to the wall and continues in the same fashion for another 38 flights. The sound of the crying and pleading still has not gotten any closer. 9035 is on the 89th landing and 74 minutes have elapsed from the beginning of the exploration. Subject is estimated to be 350 meters below the initial platform.
I feel like the kid's just trying to lure me down here, Doc. I think it's time for me to...
9035 stops talking and moving as the flood lamps illuminates SCP-087-1. The face is staring directly at 9035, again indicating awareness of the subject's presence. Although SCP-087-1 appears to be unmoving, its location is 38 flights below the initial encounter in Exploration 1, indicating it is mobile.
Is there a reason you stopped?
9035's breathing grows labored. 087-1 remains immobile for an additional 13 seconds. 087-1 blinks. That's the sound of a blink.
That was not.
jelly.
That's not.
It is jelly.
What the fuck is yeah?
Yeah, where
That's
you're supposed to yell.
jelly.
Yelling is screaming.
Yeah, that's what I did. I screamed.
That's what
I didn't pick it up on the voice chat, but
No, me neither.
I...
Me neither.
What? I just
well,
fucking screamed.
we'll see in post production. We'll see in
Yeah,
post
yeah.
production.
I think it's maybe
Continue,
my
Udo.
microphone that or Discord that saves your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can continue, Udo.
087-1 jerks forward until it's approximately 90 centimeters from 9035. Subject turns around and flees up the stairs.
Please relax and calm down. Turn around. We need a closer look at the face.
9035 ignores Dr. and continues rapid ascent. He continues to scream incomprehensibly, like my speech.
D9035, can you hear me? Please slow down.
9035 is unresponsive and continues rapidly climbing the stairs. His screaming diminishes to babbling. After ascending 72 flights, D9035 collapses on the 17th landing.
D9035, can you hear me?
D9035 is unresponsive, but labored breathing can be heard through the audio feed. For the next 14 minutes, D9035 is immobile. The visual feed is black, and audio picks up only the subject's breathing and the continuous pleading coming from below. After 14 minutes and 32 seconds of unchanging visual and audio feeds, the sound of a rapid heartbeat, not consistent with a human heartbeat, and a low cracking noise is heard. 7 seconds later, D9035 gasps and revives, continuing his ascent of the stairs rapidly and wordlessly. The heartbeat and cracking cease, and nothing abnormal is detected on the visual feed. He remains unresponsive. D9035 exits 087 and sits on the floor outside of the entrance. 9035 then enters a catatonic state from which he has not yet recovered. Bruh, I hate English. I'm stuttering.
So the guy is still. I think the guy is. He's still in a coma.
Oh, but
That's what he sounded like.
catatonic state doesn't mean in coma. It just means that like you're awake, but you're not like responding to things. So like kind of brain dead. Maybe not to that extent, but
Well, that's interesting, considering he just complete utter fear, and he was at least somehow capable, like psychological background, like they didn't have any abnormalities, so he was like a normal person.
I don't think I would call a person with extreme hatred of women and he has an extensive record of blank. That doesn't...
Don't sound too good.
Does he have maybe military background?
Probably, because all of them guys.
If he's
Yeah.
American, then
All right, we have the third exploration as well. Do you guys want to continue, or should we jump to the next SCP?
Let's jump to the next SCP.
Yeah, I mean,
this is getting-
we've been doing this for 50 minutes now, so we should maybe go over to the next one.
All right. Philip, I want you to pick a number between 1 and 2.
Pick two.
As they say in Sweden, number 1 loses and number 2 wins.
Yes.
Number 2.
Just send it. So I also want to be in the. I just want to read it as well as you read it.
The reason I didn't do that is because it could be that you guys get spoiled by either pictures or other things. You could maybe start reading faster and just get ahead of yourselves.
No, I need to.
At this point,
Did you hear me reading 2 minutes ago? I need to read this.
I mean,
these
the reason
before.
I understand you want to create like
I understand.
some sort of like a creepy feeling or like something like a spooky feeling. But I think it's better if we all read it, then we have understanding. We can all come into the line of speaking to it to you as well about it. So I think it's just better. Wait, did you send the 2 or no? There was that one, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's the last one. SCP-914. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Only personnel who submit a formal request and receive an approval from Site Command may operate 914. SCP-914 is to be kept in a Research Cell 109B, with 2 guard personnel on duty at all times. Any researchers entering 109-B are to be accompanied by at least 1 guard for the entirety of testing. A full list of tests to be carried out must be given to all guard personnel on duty. Any deviation from this list will result in termination of testing, forcible removal of personnel from 109-B, and formal discipline at Site Command's discretion. Warning: at this time, no testing of biological matter is allowed. Refer to document 109-B:117. Applying the rough setting to explosive materials is not advised. Description: SCP-914 is a large clockwork device weighing several tons and covering an area of 18 square meters, consisting of screwdrives, belts, pulleys, gears, springs, and other clockwork. It is incredibly complex, consisting of over 8 million moving parts, comprised mostly of tin and copper, with some wooden and cloth items observed. Observation and probing have shown no electrical assemblies or any form of power other than the mainspring under the selection panel. 2 large booths, 3 meters by 2.1 meters by 2.1 meters, are connected via copper tubes to the main body of SCP-914, labeled Intake and Output. Between them is a copper panel with a large knob with a small arrow attached. The words Rough, Coarse, 1 column 1, Fine, and Very Fine are positioned at points around the knob. Below the knob is a large key that winds the mainspring. When an object is placed in the intake booth, the door slides shut and a small bell sounds. If the knob is turned to any position and the key wound up, SCP-914 will refine the object in the booth. No energy is lost in the process, and the object appears to be in a stasis until output booth door is opened. Intense observation and testing have not shown how SCP-914 accomplishes this, and no test object has ever been observed inside SCP-914 during the refining process. The process takes between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on the size of the object being refined. What do you guys think about this one?
Big clock.
I'm pretty sure that one of the games, SCP games, that this SCP is in. You remember the one that we played for not so long ago?
It's probably
when
the first version.
Co-op. What?
Probably the first version.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't really understand what it was about. I just saw the machinery. And then if you go into one of these containers, or what you may, you just get teleported to the other side, I think, or or your screen got like fucked up, or I don't really remember how it was.
Yeah, that happened in the game. I remember that as well.
Which one of the games?
It's the SCP, you know, when it's co-op, like you can be 1 up to 4 people, and there's like Jack and all of those SCPs walking around.
Do you have that? Is it the one with the blinking meter for?
Yeah, I think so. No,
Like the graphics are not bad but very rough.
I think it's SCP Secret Laboratory. I think it's called that.
Yeah, that's the.
I think it's one of the newer ones, or maybe it's the old one. I'm not sure exactly what it was called, the first game that came.
Because you have SCP Containment Breach multiplayer, and that's the same thing as Secret Laboratory, but it's like multiplayer instead of.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
okay,
this one.
yeah.
Is the SCP game that has this one.
SCP Anomaly Breach. There, that's the one. For those for the listeners, we're looking at the SCP itself by just googling on the images and just.
For those who are listening, you mean everyone? Since we're not doing a video podcast.
We're doing we're not doing a video podcast. We're just doing an audio podcast. We're not there yet. We're not that good yet. Omar, do you recognize this?
Actually, I mean, as y'all say, I mean, in the game and so on, but nothing like that have taken time to see or to hear about, unfortunately, no. But no, I haven't actually, except for the games and so on. So yeah. But it does sound, I mean, it does sound interesting, and it's really like it would be really cool to even to see what it can actually do in real life, of course, which we can't, and so on. But still, I mean, it's an interesting idea and interesting how it works and how it functions mechanically. Because, of course, I am a mechanic, so I mean, it would just interesting to see how this machine really functions, and if it actually does do those things. I mean, that would be so sick. Just to even the idea of it is incredible.
There is a test log here that that's documented what they put in the input booth and what comes out. So this test log was done by Dr. Blank. Again, maybe it's the same person. They put in 1 kilogram of steel, put the setting on rough, and on the output they got a pile of steel chunks of various sizes, appearing to be cut by laser. In another test they put 1 kilogram of steel, but this time they put the setting on 1:1, and the output was a kilogram of steel screws. They also tried put 1 kilogram of steel, put the setting on fine, and the output was a kilogram of steel carpet tacks. They put a kilogram of steel, put the setting on very fine, and the output was several gases that dissipated into the air quickly, and 1 gram of an unknown metal resistant to heat of 50,000 degrees, impossible to bend or break with any force, and a near perfect conductor of electricity. So they put 1 kilogram of steel, and different settings gave different types of results. I'm guessing that the 1-on-1 is like it takes the input and just changes it for the exact same amount, but in a different form. That's what I'm understanding, that they put a kilogram of steel and they get a kilogram of steel screws. So it just changed the form of it.
So it takes the material and it, as you said, and it forms it in a different shape and size.
Yeah, exactly, but it still weighs the same. In another test, they put in a white mouse, put the setting on 1:1. They got a brown mouse instead.
What happens if they put in a camera? Do you put in a Canon and then it comes out as a GoPro?
I don't know. They actually have put in a cell phone belonging to somebody, put the setting on 1:1. They get a cell phone, although different make and model.
But surely they can just start recording and see what the recording says.
I'm guessing it glitches or something.
Apparently they haven't tried it
yet. If I put myself in and put it on 1:1, does that mean I might come out happy?
But what happens if you put in a male Hispanic?
Comes out as a white guy?
We will have to try with Philip.
You know what the fun part is? If you go down further, they put a male Caucasian, and then output male Hispanic comes out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They put a male Caucasian, 42 years old, 108 kilograms, 185 centimeters tall. Put the setting on 1-to-1. They get a male Hispanic.
Hola gringos, ¿qué pasa?
Same age, 8 kilograms less, and 3 centimeters taller. Subject is very confused and agitated, attacked city account security personnel, and the subject was terminated. God damn.
I'd hate to be that guy.
Yeah, they put us a D-class personnel, male Caucasian, 28 years old, 63 kilograms, 173 centimeters tall. Put the setting on very fine, and out data expunged. Subject escaped from test chamber, killing 8 guards as well as Dr. and Dr. Lockdown initiated. Subject causes containment failure of 3 SCP areas in continued escape attempt. Special response team engages subject, resulting in severe wounding of subject, partial memory loss in special response team members, and corrosive damage to plumbing. Subject expired several hours later, dissolving into blue ash and blinding nearby research team. So since then, they've just discontinued doing biological testing.
So very fine will enhance. We didn't mention they also put in 1 standard Colt Python revolver and put the setting on very fine. And it says data expunged, aforementioned blank completely aforementioned blank completely disintegrated all matter in its line of fire. Object contained with high density gamma waves. So it seems like the revolver got like upgraded to a like laser gun or whatever, a minigun or something.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think that they want to explain that they can create weapons, because then they can use it, you know.
Or it's just very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, like can you imagine like having a machine that can duplicate and make it something much more high tech that you haven't that you have ever thought of.
I wonder what happens if you put in an atomic bomb or.
Yeah, I was thinking of that as well. Could be the end of the universe. There, it's the Big Bang.
I wonder what would happen if you put in a Whopper. Maybe you would get a Big Mac instead.
I wonder if you put in 5 Whoppers, it would come out 5 more Whoppers.
Alright guys, that's all for today. Please hit the like and subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my TV.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Delete that. Self-promo.
Don't please put in that. Don't put that in.
We'll see about that.
No, not for real. No. I was just joking. Fuck this.
No free commercial.
We got down to 2 SCPs. I want you guys to rate these 2 SCPs that we've read about.
Out of 5 or 10.
Not just out of 5 or 10. So I want you guys to rate the SCPs that we've read about based on it, how scary it is, how weird it is, and how creative this is. Because these are documents these are like articles that people have actually taken the time to write, and there's a creative aspect to it as well. Some of these SCPs we are finding more scary, more weird, or just more creative than others. So from a scale of 1 to 10, I want you guys to rate scary, weird, and creative on it. Omer, you can start. What's the scare factor on this?
Let's just so we're on the same page. Which one are we rating first? The clockwork. This one.
Let's start with the first one, the stairwell, SCP-087. So Omer, what's the scare factor 1 to 10?
The scare factor is me breaking my neck falling down. But no, I mean and a Chinese kid trying to massage me and shit.
Oh,
no,
that's what you're worried about. You're gonna go down.
That's gonna get so.
You're gonna go down an empty stairwell, and there's a face that's probably gonna induce a lot of fear and paranoia, and you're worried about falling down and breaking your neck.
Yeah, because I was supposed to run up. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, yeah, but no, wait, scratch all that.
I wouldn't be scared of the kid, like he should be scared of me.
My fear is that I'm the fear. I am vengeance.
I'm not stuck with SCP-087. SCP-087 is stuck with me.
Exactly. When the SCP goes down the stairs, it looks for me. All right, no, but like I mean, so the scary part, I would think, of course. I mean, it's everyone. I think personally, a lot of people do have dark phobia because as an animal instinct, you don't know what can hurt you. But especially if you see a I can't get out of my head. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh no!
I can't breathe. Okay. So
I'm gonna give you a simple question. Scary from 1 to 10.
Oh my
Let's
God.
skip this guy.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so scary 1 to 10. Yeah. I mean, scary 1 to 10. I will actually say a 7 on the stairs. On the good one. Sorry. I will say a 7. Because of course of the darkness and the phobias about it, because you never know what can attack, especially when you see something. You don't understand what it is. It won't comprehend. You can't really fully function well, especially when it's making you all fuzzy and weird. Okay.
So how
Okay, that was
weird do you
said.
think this is?
I think it's pretty weird. I would say a 6.5, something like that. Yeah, because I mean, it is weird, but it's not. I mean, personally, it would be much more scary and creepy than weird to me personally. Because if I see something, I will have to register it as it is, which is I don't know. So that therefore, scary part is more coming in than the weirdness of it. Because the only weird about it, it will be that the stairs, of course, as it says in the title, is unendless. So I mean, in its own ways, that will be the weird part. Like I can't go up. I can't go further up. I'll just go more down until.
I understand.
Yeah.
So how creative do you think this is? Like, this is based on how much you like the SCP or don't you? How much you don't like the SCP?
I mean, I'll actually, you know what? I would say actually, sorry, but I like a 4, because it's simple, but in its own way effective because it has to do with darkness and and it has the idea of leading down. As religious people would say, straight to hell, you know. So it gets that creepy feeling of like, oh no, I can't come up for oxygen. The walls are getting closer. That feeling. So I would say the creativity is 4 because not that scary. Like a Chinese kid in a dark alley. I mean, come on, that's a little bit more. No, but I mean, like, yeah.
So you generally don't like this SCP that much?
No, I don't. I will almost say 50-50, but honestly, it's beneath 50-50 because it's not that creative, but it is interesting, of course. The idea behind it is interesting, but it's not that creative. I mean, for example, you could twist it a little bit. For example, that it was on a different floor, but it keeps on, it keeps on repeating also as well. So it just isn't only the stairs. Because
so do you think this is too simple?
Not too simple, but simple. Not too simple, because you still have to have the whole idea. It's endless. It has creepy monster somewhere that just waits on you, makes you all weird in your head, and you can't go up anymore. So you have to continue going down. So the idea was interesting, but it wasn't that creative as I thought.
So 4.5 maybe.
Yeah, I think 4.5 would be fair.
All right, Ola. How scary do you think this is?
So I'm gonna have to rate it 2 times because if I were to be stuck in myself in this stairwell personally, 100 out of 10, I would be, throwing myself down the stairs to end it all.
Are you claustrophobic?
Not really. It's more the darkness thingy. I don't do well with that.
So, this is completely terrifying. So, a 10 scale is that it's completely terrifying.
Yeah, like I said, if I were to be in a staircase like this, but written, when you just read it, it's not too bad.
Because we're rating these based on how we personally, how we understand these SCP. So, if you find this we're kind of thinking if this existed, if you had some kind of interaction with this SCP,
if you were to encounter it,
if you were to encounter it, very good, So you do find this extremely terrifying.
So yeah, we're basing our rating on the fact that let's say it's real.
Yeah, if it were real, yeah.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, 100 out of 10.
Do you find it weird in any way?
No, not really. It's in the SCP world, like luring you and then killing you seems to be a theme with a lot of SCPs, or with a lot of like monsters in general. So not that weird. However, I do think it's a bit creative.
Okay, so how would you rate it, 1 to 10? Weirdness.
Weirdness, 2, 3.
Hmm?
But creativity, a little bit more, like a 7 or 8. Because just because there aren't, so far that we know, any physical monsters. The only thing that like scares you just makes you go a little bit crazy. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't like consume you. So basically it lures you down and then makes you insane. Like, what does the entity gain off of this? So I think it's wouldn't be very creative if you hear the children crying, you go down and there's a meat monster with a scary arm that grabs you and eats you. That wouldn't be very creative. I think the faceless creature makes it more interesting.
Okay. How do you view this, Philip? How scary is this to you?
That's a good question. I think I would rate it like a 7 or maybe an 8, so 7.5 maybe. Because the monster is like the embodiment of fear, like, because it says in the document that you will feel fear. So like I think everyone would be scared. But I'm not really a person that's scared of the dark, so like going down a dark stairwell wouldn't be that scary for me. Like if I would go down there without knowing about the monster, then I would say that it was like a 2 or 3. But if I knew about the monster or start hearing the crying, then it would be a bit more scary. So I would say a 7.5 maybe, or fuck it, let's say 7.
Do you find it weird? Is this a weird phenomenon, a weird thing?
In like every day, I think it would be weird, but in the SCP universe, I don't think it's that weird. So I would say like 3.
Do you find it creative?
Yeah, I liked SCP, but I'm a bit torn, like, because I agree with both Omer and Olav, because I think it's kind of creative, because the author have taken a simple idea and made it good. So it has some creativity to it, so I guess I will rate it as a 6.
Alright, I'm gonna post this in the Discord there, and we're gonna do this for every SCP, and I'm kind of doing a little bit of, since we're gonna take turns hosting the different kinds of episode, and we're gonna take turns on what kind of SCPs we're gonna bring forward. We can either pick randomly, we can pick ones that we actually found, like, okay, this could be interesting to talk about, or you could just take your favorites or just take random. Like, it's completely up to you for whoever is hosting the next episode. And the one that will be hosting the next episode is determined by how much the current host agrees with either one of you. So in this case,
Markiplier copycat.
It would be.
He's stealing.
I would be lying if I said that I didn't take any inspiration from their Distractable podcast, because I listened to.
Inspiration, bro.
No, it's not stealing. We're doing a rating. They haven't done any kind of rating, and I'm just basically which one of you guys I agree with. So it's more like that. If I agree with either one of you, that one gets to host. Or we could just pick a random number and see which one of us hosts randomly. I think it would be more fun to just choose and motivate your answers based on which one we agree most with. I think that would be more fun rather than just doing their typical coin flip that they do all the time.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Like, let's do it. Let's do it as they do in Sweden. I think, like democratically. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's. I mean, that would be fun because then we have more shit to talk about, and that would be just more fun. I think.
So
Personally.
the question is, which one do you agree with most?
I think between the three of you, I would say I don't agree with Ola that much. That this is like a completely terrifying
You
thing.
die. Ola.
It's mostly because I'm a person that I don't really fear the dark. I used to. I'm starting to actually feel some sort of comfort. Like I feel relaxed when it's a night. Like
You're raised by the darkness.
Darkness is your ally.
Yo, this guy's Batman.
So I don't find this SCP that scary. That it's like, oh, I would avoid this. I would rather kill myself than just go down these stairs. I would be like, this is a horrible experience, but I would not say that it's a 10. And I do find this a bit weird because as someone who's very scientific, I find it very weird that it just keeps going down.
Don't bring science into
No, but
this.
Don't bring.
I have a scientific.
Oh,
method.
you're a scientist? Damn, that's kinda.
I'm gonna bring science into the SCP universe. Real life.
In that case, I would find everything like completely weird because they don't make any sense. But like this is another universe. I just don't find it. I don't find it like so. Like it's just a staircase. It's not that weird. But I do find it weird that it just keeps on going, and you can't even illuminate the dark past 9 steps, no matter how much power you have, how much light power you have. So you can only see maybe half a meter in front of you. I find that very weird. Like it just the darkness absorbs the light instead of anything else. There was another exploration, the third one that they did. So in the third exploration, the subject finds a big hole that's approximately 1 meter in diameter, and she shines her light into it, and she just can't see like the fine edges like next to her feet. It's just so goddamn dark, and I find that very weird that not even light can shine through this. And when it comes to the creativeness, I feel like, yeah, I do find this a bit creative. It is something that the author came up with, and there are some since it's a safe object, like safe usually indicates that it could be like a button that kills you, but as long as you don't press the button, it's fine. Therefore, it's safe. You can easily handle it. And in this case, you just don't go down the stairs. But I do find it quite creative. It's one of the originals. It's one of the most popular ones. So among the three of you, I would agree the most with Omer.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Omer will be hosting the next episode.
Fuck.
Congratulations, you win.
Dang it. Sorry, I guess I'll be leaving the show this soon.
I'm gonna be sick on the next episode.
No, you know what? If we were ranked, then I will just pull the baddest rank, so I'll never get pulled.
But, since I'm such a copycat of Markiplier's podcast, Omer, do you have a winner speech?
I would like to thank my father, my mother. I thank
and the Holy Ghost
and the Holy Child downstairs. No, just kidding.
The mechanic.
No, take it back.
Spanish mechanic down there.
Take it back. No, I mean, it was fun. It was nothing special, but of course it was fun. I mean,
you always come first, don't you?
That's the one thing I'm good is coming.
Well, you know they say good guys come last.
That's why I'm a bad guy.
You know what to say. Speed is key.
I'm gonna wrap this up here. We went through 2 SCPs. At least one of them was pretty decent. Like very like the explorations of the stairwell. I was hoping we could get
machine it's not scary, but it's very creative.
The machine was trash.
Nah, I like the machine as well. It's interesting to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I have to mention that the SCP-087 is not safe. It's Euclid. I'm reading here about the object classes. Safe, meaning containment is simple. Euclid means containing is more complex. Keter, meaning containment is very difficult to maintain. So that's what these different classes mean. It's safe is usually
So it doesn't
my dick is rated Keter.
so it doesn't like indicate the danger of the item or SCP, because it can be easy to contain a creature that's really dangerous.
Yeah, again, if it's a button that's going to kill you as soon as you press it, yeah, but it's easy to go. It's safe. It's simple to contain it. So you just don't press the button. But Euclid means it's complex, and in this case, it's like out in the nature, so it's pretty difficult.
But it can, if it's a button that kills you instantly, that can actually be quite hard to restrain.
Yeah, it could be like
if you have some kind of disability.
We will discover more SCPs later on, but in my understanding, Keter is usually the ones that are actually like they're harmful. They're dangerous, like they're dangerous to mankind.
Yeah, Keters
something like
also tend to be like
like
Jack the Reaper. No, but how do you say
More like Jack the Reaper.
They are.
Vengeance.
English, no. They tend to be
Alright, he's lost
Yeah,
it.
we all
Hey,
understand.
end
We
the
all
show here
understand.
before we all die.
Why does my brain stop work? They tend. The word I'm searching for,
While
of course.
Ula's trying to find the word that he's looking for, I'm gonna end this episode here.
They tend
I would
to
like
be
to thank.
self-knowing. No, it's not self-knowing, but you know they like
Sentient.
sentient. Keters tend to be sentient. Okay, cut everything before I said that out, and I will look smart.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna show the entire world how your brain works, and by that it means it doesn't.
Next time on this podcast, my brain.
I would like to thank my beautiful co-hosts and friends Omer, Ola, and Filip for joining on this episode. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
I'm beautiful. Thank you.
Hope you guys had fun, and we will be taking this to the next episode where Omer will be choosing 2-3 SCPs to talk about in his own choosing. Until then,
More like one.
Nami!
we will see. Depends on how he reads, but we'll see. We'll see.
Keep safe and avoid Chinese balls.
And remember, guys, the SCP Foundation is listening. Take care.
Please don't say that again.
No! It was good, man! That was good!
I'm dying of cringe.
Ah!